The sound of the Honda NX500, even after 7,000 kilometers, it sounds as good as it did when I first rode the bike. After living with this bike for around 7,000 kilometers, you start noticing things. Some things Honda have got it right, and some things I feel they could have done better. This isn't a ride review. It is not about performance and specifications, but it is purely about my observation after living with this bike for so many kilometers. And since I'm a designer, I tend to notice motorcycles a little differently. The question I ask is how well something works. The first thing that I like about this bike is the rider's triangle. The position of the handlebar, the foot pegs, the seat comfort, it's just spot on. For someone like me who is 5'5", my sitting position is upright, my elbows are slightly bent, my knees are not too cramped, and I can keep going for a long period of time with this kind of a setup. Apart from the riding position, the standing position on this motorcycle is just as good. The foot pegs are good, but I would have preferred something a little wider. But standing on the foot pegs, gripping the bike between your legs, and the reach of the handlebar when you are standing is something that is really good. You can easily carry high speeds on broken roads without breaking a sweat. The other thing that I like about this motorcycle is the weight distribution. It feels amazing on the highway, easy to take out of the parking, easy to push it around. But you can feel the weight slightly when you are doing off-roads or when you are going on roads which have used soil or gravel. The Showa suspension on this motorcycle does its job really well. I remember a ride where there was around 3 to 4 kilometers of broken road. I just stood on the bike and I was able to carry around 60 to 65 kilometers per hour of speed on that patch. And not one time did I feel the bumps in the road. For someone like me, the seat height might feel a little difficult at 830 mm, but it's very much manageable because of the kind of weight distribution that this bike has. As a designer, the one thing that I noticed was the controls. On a Honda, the horn sits above the indicator switch. And some might find it a little weird, but I feel that ergonomically it works really well. The other thing that works for me on this bike is the windscreen. For my frame, I feel this is just right, but taller riders may find it a little difficult, especially on high speeds. The other thing that I don't like too much on this bike, this being an ADB, I feel that Honda would have done with a different set of tires. I mean, the stock tires are really good on tarmac and even on wet roads. But the moment you take it off road, on trails, the tail starts swinging. So if you have a riding style similar to mine, where I like to tour and do the occasional trails and off-roads, a set of dual perspective tires will make this an amazing machine. Maneuvering in traffic is extremely easy and nimble. At 196 kgs, you absolutely don't feel the weight of this bike. Even on higher speeds, I remember doing around 155, 160 on the Yamuna Expressway. The bike was as solid as a rock. The best part I really like about this motorcycle is how it asks so less of me. It just does its job really well. From the riding position to the standing position, the windshield, the suspension, and of course, the engine. As an ADV, I think it does really well for touring, for commuting, for slight off-roading. I feel this is a do-it-all bike. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.